Hi, this is Jennie Walker and welcome to Closet Conversations. This is day 10 of the California shelter-at-home mandate for non-essential businesses. And I wanted to tell you about my day. The big event of the day was posting a lot of new inventory on Poshmark, rephotographing some old inventory where the prices had just gotten too low, because if you know anything about Poshmark, if you have a piece of merchandise and you do the closet clear out and then the offer to likers and then the closet clear out and the offer to likers, suddenly something that used to be priced over $100 could be like down to $40 if you're not careful. So a lot of stuff is, the price has just gotten too low. And it's also been on there so long, it's just buried and too far down. And or the price, the photograph is of a different background that I don't use anymore. So those are all different reasons I rephotograph. But it seemed to really help. I had a lot of offers today, a lot of questions, people asking for measurements. And there was a lot of activity today. And I know it's because I've been listing. I was able to take an offer. We went back and forth on a vintage Moschino denim bustier today that I was able to sell. It's the largest sale I've had in just ages. $225. We settled on that price. And so that was great. Some other offers, they just don't want to spend any money. So what are you going to do? On eBay, I had someone who kind of went back and forth with me on pricing, and then I finally gave him a price that we could both agree on, and then they said they were interested, and then the last minute they said, no, it's too expensive, and would I take even less? And then I'm like, no, because I don't like getting jerked around like that. And I get that on occasion, particularly on eBay, where where I settle on a price and then they try to get it lower than that, I will not go through with the sale on principle, because I don't think that's cool. So the dress, I think the girl really wants it, but she's shy to spend the money, which I understand. No problem. Just not going to sell it to you for less. So if she decides it's something that she wants, I already took 40% off the price. So, that's a lot of discounting right there. So if it's not right for her, then it's not right for her. So it'll be right for someone else. So yeah, just had some offers fielded on eBay, which was nice because it's been really slow on eBay for me, and it's because I haven't done anything with it. I haven't done any cross-posting into eBay, and that's why. I mean, that's when it really starts picking up, and just something that I have to get to. So I hope to be getting to that very soon. I listened to Governor Cuomo's speech today. It's my, kind of my happy hour every day listening to him. He's good to listen to. I like how plain spoken he is, and he's to the point, and he doesn't mince words, and that's very refreshing right now in this time with so much confusion and misinformation out there, that he seems to be not only a voice of reason, but a voice of calm, a voice of authority, and a voice of experience, which are all things that I appreciate right now. I also listened to Neil Abramson, who did a Facebook Live tonight. He is the president of NART, that is the Trade Association for Resale, Retail, Consignment, charity shops, thrift shops, online resellers, and it was really good to listen to him, and he gave all kinds of updates and advice, and I really appreciate hearing from him. And my one takeaway that I will share with you was that he said, if you're going to file for unemployment under this CARES Act, that you needed to wait until your state was set up for it. And that if you applied using the current unemployment system, you will get spit out and put into some weird delay because you're not going to fit the criteria the right way in the existing forms, and that each of the states is working very diligently to get these new forms and new formats online so people can apply. So he suggested that people wait until their state was prepared and ready to accept their application, which I thought was great advice, and he is going to let us know when he hears which states are good to go on that. And Nards has a national membership, so he'll be looking at all the states, not just mine. Um, so it was really good to hear that. I really appreciated that. So posted some new articles to my Facebook page about how reselling and consignment is faring, or they think it will fare under this COVID-19. If you have not joined my Facebook page or my Facebook group, it's called JennieGirl Loves Consignment, Resale, and Retail. We have around 1,000 members, and that's where I nonstop post articles about what's going on in our industry. So if you haven't joined, definitely check that out. I had a couple of new members join just today, so that was exciting, and they said they'd heard it on the podcast. So yeah, if you're listening, definitely join the group. It's, a nice, it isn't every, I'm not going to get every article, but as I find articles, I put them on there usually once a day or at least a couple times a week. So a lot of people find it helpful. I know I do, because I can always go back to that page and sort of look for an article I've posted and kind of reread and see what the trends are in the industry, which I really like to follow. Now, tomorrow I will be interviewing my special guest for the podcast. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be in the early afternoon. So I did some prep for that today. And I look forward to bringing that to you because I haven't had a guest on in a while. And I know y'all need a break from hearing about me, my little monologues, But that's in the works. And then tomorrow I will be following up with the bookkeeper for Walker Viden, take care of some tax information and things like that. Other things today were just little things. I did make my bed today. So I find that I'm more productive when I do that for some reason. I feel like if my room is organized, like where I spend most of my time, everything about my day flows a lot better. And I do find also when I make a list, I'm more productive. So I have a short list for tomorrow of things that I know I have to accomplish, and I just, work to check them off. And yeah, so if you're not making lists, it might be helpful to you. In terms of going to the grocery store, as I said yesterday, when I was a kid and I used to stare into the refrigerator in my mom's house, I'd open it up and I'd stare inside and she'd be like, "What are you looking for?" And I'd said, "Well, there's nothing good in here." And she'd be like, "Oh, sure there is." And then she'd pull out something. I'm like, "No, there's nothing good in here." And that's kind of how I feel in my own apartment is, I got this food, but there's nothing good in here. You know why? 'Cause I already ate it. So I'm tempted to go to the grocery store to get something good. But the other side of me is like, don't go to the grocery store. Don't go, keep eating what you have. And so, yeah. So we'll see how long I can last. So, yeah, so that was my day. It was not too exciting. We did have one online sale for Walker Viden, and so that was good, and we'll get that wrapped up tomorrow and out the door. Glad to know people are still buying something. It feels like no one's buying anything, but of course they are. So people are being super careful, and this whole $2 trillion package that's coming out is meant to stimulate the economy. And my hope is that when it is stimulated and people are ready to buy again, that I'll be ready. And so I think for people who have Poshmark or eBay stores or online selling, the most important thing you can do is to use this time to just keep doing what you do and just get ready, keep pushing and get stuff listed so that when people do receive that money in 3 weeks or so, that you'll be a choice for them, that you'll be something that they want to buy, because obviously people will be buying necessities, but for a lot of people, getting some new clothes might be a necessity. Getting something from your Poshmark store might be something in there that they need. So the whole point is people to start buying in about 3 to 4 weeks. And so we want to be ready and be even more ready if we have a chance. And I certainly have the time to do it. I have no excuse. So if I can't push myself to get a bunch of stuff up, then that's on me. So again, I really struggling with the non-structure in my day because I don't normally work from home like this. I do go into my consignment shop every day. So this is very different for me to not be able to do that. And I do struggle a little bit with using my time wisely or most effectively, but I think I just have to give myself a break because this is not normal. The whole reason I'm home doing this is because something extraordinary is going on in the world. So the mental toll affects everyone differently, and it definitely there's a weird drain on your day. I don't approach it like before all this happened. There isn't the spring in my step that used to be there, or the excitement of what new inventory did I get to put up, or what did I score at the Goodwill, or what did I score online. So yeah, it is different, and to pretend that it is anything more than what it is, there's no benefit in that. I know that we're all trying to figure out how to navigate this, and everyone has a different situation. Everyone's unique. I am in a very unique position because I am not currently married. I don't have kids. I don't have a plant. I don't have a pet. My business partner I don't see. And I have a store that's closed. And so it's literally just me. So thank goodness for technology that's out there so that I can communicate and not feel 100% disconnected. But yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, so that's my day, and I know tomorrow will be a great day because of all the things I have planned, and I cannot wait. And so I hope that you will take a listen to tomorrow's podcast where I can give you an update on how my Monday went. And, hopefully I'll be as productive as I think I will. In the meantime, just, be safe, be careful, shelter at home, stay safe at home, all the things that they're telling us to do. Even if you don't live in a hot spot like I do, it's really important to assume that this is out there and to assume that you might be at risk. And so there's no harm in protecting yourself during all these unknowns as best that you can. And we've all heard what has been suggested. So I'm going to do my part, and hopefully you'll do yours. And that's it. This is Jennie Walker with Closet Conversations. I look forward to having you with me on a future episode. If you like the song you heard at the beginning, it's called Black Hat, written and recorded by Jennie Walker and Tommy Farragher. It's from the album Night Flight to London, that's available on iTunes worldwide now.